World Peace Connection. Welcome back to the Connection Series. You ever took an elephant selfie? Elephant selfie! Follow our journey as we ask people what inspires you the most about life and living. Why do you have me doing this? Alright, as you already know, the Connection Series is connecting you to people that we meet from all around the world.
In this time around, we are going to Madrid, Spain.
Spain is what it seems.
You all are going to get a chance to meet Daniel. He is an amazing and talented creative that we just stumbled upon.
Literally, the one thing that I loved about the Connection Series in Spain is that the organic connections that we made. So we want you all to sit back, relax, and listen to how this young creative working in a cape store has now created his own business, and he's adding to positivity around the world.
So, welcome to Sesena, officially the only cape store in the world, and we've been around for 120 years. This is a really special place in Madrid because any single person that is involved with art has been around here. We got people like Pablo Picasso, Michael Jackson, a lot of politicians. We got Hillary Clinton. We made a cape for her on her name. As you see, this is like a little museum of all the capes.
I love it.
Action. What's up, World Peace Connection? We are here still in Spain, Madrid, and we just ran across an amazing individual. So we had to share him with you and connect you all to his story and the thing that inspires him. So Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Daniel, I'm from Madrid. I'm 26 years old.
What?
What?
That's young.
And I'm an artist. I like to think about myself as a performer, dancer, and an aerialist too. I do my little fashion, also a lot of things actually.
So where are we right now? Where?
So this is Sesena, which is the only cape store in the world, and we are known because we only make capes. It's like amazing.
Wow, that's
what
incredible. And so tell us a little fun fact maybe about this particular store, this brand.
What I like about it is it's like like a visitation book of the city. Literally everyone that is someone in the world.
So what advice would you give somebody who is in this world of dancing and art and they want to do exactly what you're doing right now? What advice would you give them?
Listen to your own rhythm. I think that's the most important thing in the world. Listen to your own rhythm. Don't try to run after someone that is doing what you want to do. Don't try to find the magic recipe to make something happen. Listen to your own rhythm, and if you're doing right with yourself, at one point you will be satisfied with what you're doing.
I absolutely love that because
beautiful.
I catch myself sometimes in that comparison game of like, I want to be here exactly what this person is doing, so I have to do everything that they did for me to be that success story.
Yeah.
But the reality is I have my own rhythm, I have my own beat, and I can accomplish the things I want to do if I just focus on myself.
That's true.
Amen. That is beautiful. So let me ask you this as well. So let's say if you had to give a public service announcement, right? The world has stopped. We're all getting a notification on our phone, and there's a public service announcement from you. What are you going to tell everybody?
Stop trying to build yourself as this big person, especially now with social media, and try to be more social in a healthy way.
Oh,
like if you're around people, connect with that people. That is what makes the greatest the greatest. Not being alone with their own cameras, not being alone in like a small space. That's good sometimes. But if you don't go out and connect, I would just say, literally, everybody now is talking about connections and followers and everything. Connect with someone. I would just receive a big capital letter message saying connect with people.
Message from Daniel. Connect.
World Peace Connection. That's it. That's literally it. What would you say is like the importance of community, or like how has your community supported you in your dreams?
To me, I found like my biggest inspiration where I'm coming from. I'm coming from like a really humble family that doesn't know what art, maybe because we didn't have any example around. but then they just teach me their own life, like their own regular life, inspire me. So I always look back at what my mom does in the kitchen or what my father does because he builds things and stuff, and I just translate that in my own language, and that's what I learned from my community. I will always say, like, look back to your roots, like where are you coming from? Don't try to be this shining star. Just know where are you coming from and try to find the best within them.
I love that.
Yeah, I got the poet over here.
I do want to add that he shared with us that he learned most of his English from the Wendy Williams
Oh my
show.
God, no.
No,
His
but
English
I
is
love
good,
it
though.
because it's so inspirational. A lot of my friends back home, or even myself, just like, we don't take on another language and we feel like English is the only way, but it is intimidating to learn another language and then to say, I'm gonna watch something and I'm gonna actually learn from it.
As opposed to just getting entertained.
Yes.
Yeah.
But through art is the easiest way. Like I love R&B. Like that is my music. I love flamenco because I'm a flamenco dancer, and then I love R&B. And I always listen to it, but I was like, what is this thing? Like
I heard you
don't know.
listening to Summer Walker. Summer Walker is actually from the same state as us. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I'm obsessed with her. Last night I was going out and I was wearing my Frank Ocean t-shirt.
Oh.
I was like, that is my, but I didn't know. When I was 14, I really like it. And I was like, I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
So I need to start to translate a lot of lyrics. And then YouTube came out and I was like, what do you want to YouTube? And I was starting to work on English.
I love that. Well, can you share a little bit about your talent and your gifts, especially with your bags and the things that you're doing for your community? Because people need to know about your art.
So I was in the Women March and I told one of my friends, can you just keep my wallet on my phone? And she was like, what do you want me to keep it in my, and she just said, pussy. And I was like, what? And then I was doing a jacket at home with like beige leather, and I wanted to put something flashy in the back, and I was like, is that a bit of vagina? Because you know in the Women March there's a lot of like people with like, and then I did the first pussy bag. It didn't work out because it was too expensive. And then I really created and I'm doing like a handbag with like really fine vagina
I
shapes.
love it.
So now you can keep it.
I love how you also shared like it didn't work out at first, right?
No,
It didn't work out.
And it was, a lot of people were like, why is that? Like, is that an eye? And it's not an eye. And I'll do it in different colors. There's like pink, yellow bag, and it works. Because
So where can we find your pussy bag?
you can find it on my Instagram. I'm an artisan, so everything I make by myself. Still don't have an online store or anything, but I'm making one by one. And I shipped my first 2 ones to California. I'm really proud of that.
So you can find this bag. What is your Instagram?
Damorca.
Spell it for us.
It's Damorca. Damorca.
We want to know what inspires you the most about life and living.
So what I've learned in my short life is like you don't need to take for granted any single day. Anything that you can do today is gonna come tomorrow. And my biggest inspiration was my grandmother who just passed away. But all my big abilities in life has been transferred from her. She was a dancer. She knows how to sew too. And yes, she teaches me how to sew and she teaches me how to dance. I've been doing that since I went. I stopped for a few years to work, and I realized that I already knew what my biggest passion was, which was my grandmother, and she tells me everything. So that was
We are grateful just to have been able to encounter you and to connect with you today here. And we appreciate you. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
sharing
guys.
your light with us and sharing your light with the world. We are now connected with Daniel.
Thank you guys. You're great. You're great. Great discovery in 2020.
Yeah.
2020. And we're out of here.
Thank you so much.
Mind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby.
Listening to Daniel again is just like that reminder that I needed, because the advice he gave about like listening to your own rhythm, like that really hit me, because I think a lot of times as we are trying to embrace our story or like our own journey, we get hit with like distractions or just different things that will take us off course because we're listening to somebody else, what they think we should be doing, or what media says that we should be doing. But the moment you can kind of like silence that and just like listen to your own rhythm, whether that's your spirit or just like what is drawing you to that thing you know you're supposed to be doing or you want to be curious in, it allows you to really have a sense of like freedom and fun. And that exploration is what I believe that Daniel was really like portraying. And I've seen the benefits of it. I think we both have been, to see that he is doing it as well, and he's able to make it all kind of coincide with his lifestyle, also being able to work at a store, go and work on his art, create these pussy bags for people. Like, it's so many different things that work for him, and it's his story, it's his rhythm, you know?
I think another thing that derived from him saying, listen to your own rhythm, we all have our own unique sound, our own unique beat of the drum, is remembering where you come from. So I love the fact that he shared the story about his grandmother and his mother and his father. It almost takes me back personally of like remembering how far my parents came from Jamaica to New York to now in Atlanta, and it helps me now tell my full story, because sometimes we skip where we come from and we try to jump so far ahead, but recognizing those leaps that our ancestors and even our parents made for us has now identified the instrument that we're using.
We all have a story, you know, and it may look like Daniel's, it may not, but the beautiful thing about it again is just like embracing your story and your journey, because it is uniquely made and designed for you. So be sure to make sure that you're supporting these people that we're connecting with, even if it's just to send some love and some words of encouragement. Like, that's what it's really all about. So be sure to follow Daniel, and then also if you need to get you a pussy bag or buy it for somebody else, like, do that. You see my guy is making them on the spot. Like, these are not just in the closet somewhere. Like, he's doing these, he's sewing these himself.
Yes, and remember, being a global citizen, we have a lot of things in common, and it's being human, and it's connecting with one another. As Dave mentioned, feel free to connect with Daniel, and we'll catch you all on the next episode.
Wait.
But before we leave,
Tell him.
we have to ask you the infamous question that has been connecting people from all around the world. And that question is,
what inspires you the most about life and living?
Remember
Until next
that.
time. Oh.
Bye. It's okay.
Peace.
See you next time.
Merrily, Spain is what it seems. All right, y'all, it is your boy and Captain El Dano. Yes.
I was not expecting any of that. But hey guys, we're here in Spain, and Dane just made his first music video in Spain called Row, Row, Row Your Boat Gently Down to Spain. Oh,